People, you're not going to believe the shit that this bitch is spitting out. Now, AOC, Alexandria Cortez, whatever the damn name is, Alexandria Cortez, whatever. This bitch is stupid. She's stupid crazy. She's an instigator. She's a liar. She's a troublemaker. And if anybody's going to be inciting violence or a riot, it's people like this right here is what we're going to have to deal with. These bitches right here is going to be the ones starting trouble for us on a regular basis, accusing people who had nothing to do with all that shit up there of being blood on their hands. Man, this is just stupid crazy. But she's a Democrat. And people are going to fall for it because they don't take the time to listen to real news, and they don't take the time to listen to people who are telling the truth. So they are fed the lies and they swallow it. But listen to some of this and you'll see what I mean.
I have a message for anyone who is resigning after Wednesday. Too late. Too late. You're not going to resign after Wednesday and act like you weren't a part of it. Were you secretary on Wednesday? Yes, you were. You were a part of it. Were you secretary every single step leading up to Wednesday? Yes, then you were a part of it. You don't get to allow for an attack that kills 5 people. And then afterwards, you say, I wasn't a part of it. Yes, you were. You were a part of it when you caged kids. You were a part of it when you repealed Title IX. You were a part of it when the president committed the first dozen number of crimes that he committed. You were a part of it when you excused the law breaking. You were a part of it. You were a part of it. You were a part of it. Those 5 people's blood is on your hands. What are you going to do? And they think that resigning is going to clean that blood off their hands. It is always on them. They are forever stained with the deaths of 5 people.
You know, this is plumb down crazy. They want to blame everybody except for themselves. I mean, right down to the secretaries that worked in the White House. You were a part of it. They had nothing to do with this. Like I said, blame everyone except themselves. I mean, they're blaming all Republicans. They're blaming all Trump supporters. Everyone. Like I had something to do with it. It didn't have a damn thing to do with what happened up there. I didn't kill 5 people. I didn't bust into the White House. And it wasn't even Trump supporters. I don't believe that was a setup. It's bullshit from the start. This bitch want to talk some dumb shit here. I'm telling you, she ain't nothing but trouble. And then want to talk about cages. Was you a damn Democrat whenever Obama set up the cages? Trump didn't set them cages up. Your damn Democrat buddy did. You know what? That makes you a part of it. Did you do anything about Black Lives Matter going around and killing innocent people? Where were you when David Dorn got killed? You were a Democrat. You're a part of it. That makes you a part of it. You fucking bitch. But that puts blood on your hands. Look at all the people that were hurt. Lives that were destroyed because of Black Lives Matter. The ones that you and your party supported. That puts blood on your hands. All the people that died, that's more blood on your hands. More blood on your hands. You were a part of it. You were a part of it. You were a part of it. Just like you said. And you want to go around two-facing something like that. Such a damn hypocrite. So look how much blood is on your hands. You want to talk about how people excuse the laws. Law breaking. Well, look in the mirror, girl. Look how many laws were excused. How many crimes were excused because they were black and there was protesting and as Black Lives Matter. Those were not peaceful protests to start with. You damn well know it. Burning down the city, there's nothing peaceful about that. And look at all the people that were hurt. Their blood is on your hands, on yours hands, just like you said.
Cowards. Cowards. Couldn't even stand up in the memory of these officers that they pretend to care about. That they pretend to care about. I don't want to hear or see the Republican Party talk about blue lives ever again.
And this coming from somebody that wants to defund the police. Democrats are just pushing that as far as they can. They're just cutting the police's livelihood down to it's nothing. I wouldn't blame every one of them if they didn't quit. I wouldn't blame them. Thank goodness that they support our communities. and they want to defund them. But still, they want to holler at Republicans. They don't want to hear nothing from Republicans about Blue Lives Matter. Well, when did it start mattering to them all of a sudden? When it fits their narrative? Yeah, that's when it starts mattering then. Whenever they have to call them when they need them, it might start mattering then. Otherwise, they don't give a shit. They're the ones that's trying to hurt them and bring them down. Idiots.
This was never about safety for them. It was always a slogan. Because if they actually cared about rule of law, they would speak up when people break the law. They would speak up. They would enforce fairness and equity, but they don't give a damn about the law. They don't give a damn about order. They don't give a damn about safety. They give a damn about white supremacy.
Just like they didn't give a damn about law and order. Like they didn't give a damn when all that shit was going on.
They care about preserving the social order and the mythology of whiteness than the grandeur of our democracy.
I didn't hear them call for law and order not one damn time during the summer. Did you? Not one time whenever they were out there breaking the law. When did they call for law and order and equity and all that kind of shit? And then going to pull up white supremacy. I want to know. Where is this white supremacy all of a sudden? Like KKK lives everywhere? Like all you see is a bunch of skinheads everywhere? I would say probably, and more than likely, the majority of us are not white supremacists. They're making this shit up. They're using this as a lame duck's excuse to do nothing but bitch. An excuse to do stupid shit to blame us white people, especially white men who are supposedly white supremacists, for anything they want to put on us. Whatever it is, it's our fault because we're white and we're supremacists. Everything. Somebody can't get a job because they're of color, it's white supremacists' fault. Where did that come from? I mean, where did she come in? Why did she pull that out of her ass? Pull the race card. Dumb bitch.
That's what they care about. They lust for power more than they care about democracy.
That sounds like she's talking more like about Nancy Pelosi and her damn Democratic crew. And then want to talk about voter suppression here? Listen to this crap. Act like we rigged the election. That's how they turn this shit around. Listen to this shit.
That's what those people did when they voted to overturn the results of our free and fair elections. And you can barely call them that with the amount of voter suppression that they have engaged in across the country. It is generous, to say the least, to call them that. And so with all of the rules rigged in their favor, the Electoral College is built on a compromise with slavers. The Senate is rigged in their favor. Gerrymandered districts are rigged in the Republicans' favor.
Did you notice how many times she said rigged? And rigged in Republicans' favor? And now the Senate is all of a sudden slavery issues? And she act like she's solid black or something. Damn. This girl's just damn stupid. She is stupid. She needs to be gone. If anybody needs to be gone, it damn well needs to be her.
This presidency and the law breaking and the pardons of people who have betrayed our country, all of it rigged in their favor, and they can't even win with the whole deck stacked with them. They can't even win with the deck stacked in their favor. And so what they are willing to do is set a match and light our entire democracy on fire so that they can uphold the social order of white supremacy. That's what this is about.
I made a video a while back on critical race theory. And I made a statement in there that everything is going to be race-based. And that's exactly how it's turning out. If you haven't watched the video, you ought to, because it's shit like this right here. Just like I said, this is what we're going to have to deal with now. And now they're starting, and it won't stop. Thanks to all them damn Democrats that voted them in there. Oh my God. Thank you so much, you assholes.
Straight up. This is about thinking that if an election doesn't reinforce your power, then you believe it is fundamentally illegitimate. And why do you think it's illegitimate? And how do you try to delegitimize our elections? By saying Black people shouldn't vote. By saying Latino people shouldn't be full U.S. citizens. By trying to strip citizenship away from people who already have it.
Where in the world does she get this shit about white people saying, or white supremacy saying, that Black people shouldn't vote? I have never in my life heard that one time. Taking away citizenship from people who already have it? When has that happened? When has anybody ever said that Black people can't vote in our lifetime? For the majority of us. No one said that. They make shit up. When did somebody say that? I'd like to hear it. I'd like to hear it one time whenever somebody says that Black people don't have the right to vote. Because yes, they do. Just like everybody else does, yes, they do. And nobody said that they're going to take away somebody's citizenship who already has it. Who said that? When did that happen? That's what I'm telling you. If it don't fit their narratives, hell, they're going to make something up to make it fit. And here's one of them right here that will do that shit on a regular basis, because obviously it's going to happen if you don't think it will. Here's proof.
We're not even getting to the denial of citizenship, of full civic personhood that this party engages in. We're talking about them trying to strip the citizenship away from anybody who isn't them. Anybody. And that's what this is about.
See, it's nothing but lies. Now, between her and these damn CNN news stations and shit like that, or MSNBC and them, that are going to continue to spread lies too, why don't they just tell the damn truth about things? Why don't they be real? Why do they have to keep creating such divide with their lies? But at the same time, lying about saying we're the ones that's doing this. We Republicans, or we Trump supporters, we're the ones that caused all of this. I didn't do it. You probably didn't do it. But they're blaming a whole group of people for something that they didn't do, while not pointing the finger at themselves for once. They're not going to take any of the responsibility for the shit that they've dished out and started. Keep on stirring shit. It smells worse the more you stir it. And that's just exactly what she's doing. And that's how they do their deal. That's how they are. We're going to have to figure that out. That's what they do. And that's how it's going to be. That's what we're going to have to deal with now.
And that's what I mean when I say that their lust for power has driven them away from loyalty to democracy.
Loyalty to democracy. Man, that sounds so much like something that a Democrat would say. Republicans are driven away from loyalty to democracy. Think about Nancy Pelosi. She's the first one that comes to mind when I think about disloyalty to democracy. Those people are the first ones to put a thorn in our side of democracy. Two-facing. Don't blame them, though. Don't blame them, or you'll get in trouble. You'll get canceled. Because they've got loyalty to democracy, and we don't.
Which is why they rely on violence. That's why they cling to violence so much. Because there is no other way for them. There's no other way. Every other way is democratic and cooperative, where we all must share our genius.
She's talking about Republicans relying on violence. Where was the Republican violence in all of these rallies that were held? The rally in Washington, where was all of the violence in the crowds of people that were there, the thousands and thousands? Tell you where the violence was. It was in them BLM down rallies. That's where violence was. They won't admit it. Because they're the ones that supported them, the Antifa bitches and BLM. And she got no damn room to talk about the Democrats being a genius. That's nothing but a damn joke there. It's a lie. But that's a funny lie. Because there ain't a damn one of them going to be a genius, I can tell you that.
They can't live in a world without supremacy, without domination. They can't live in a world where they can just coexist. No. They have to reign supreme. And since a white supremacist world, and since supremacy in general is a myth.
She just admitted white supremacy is a myth. And that's exactly what it is. But it's an excuse for them. It's not a myth whenever they want to bitch about something. But she just admitted it. And she'll admit it again.
Since supremacy is a myth, they have to resort to violence. They have to. Because there is no other way for them.
I believe white supremacy is a myth. I really believe that is just a scapegoat for them to bitch on us and blame us for something. And all of this white supremacy bullshit she's been talking about, she needs to just shut the hell up. And just because these senators, they stood up for us, they want to kick them out, that's stupid. They had every right to do that. But listen to her.
And so I want to be clear to Senator Ted Cruz. You do not belong in the United States Senate. I want to be clear to Senator Josh Hawley. You do not belong in the United States Senate. You do not belong in any democratically elected seat when you do not believe that that election was even legitimate, according to your self-serving claims. So get out. If they had any shred of integrity, about their claims, their lies really, but their claims about this election, they would take off their pin and turn it in.
Man, if anybody lacks integrity, it's a girl like her. It's people like Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and all them and the squad. If anybody is lacking in integrity, it's them.
Because they would rather cling to power than respect our democracy.
Cling to power rather than respect our democracy. That is the definition of themselves.
And so what they're doing is that they're playing to cameras, and they don't care about actually being a damn legislator to serve the people of the United States of America.
Does that sound familiar? Nancy's in front of that camera practically every day. Does that sound familiar?
If they cared, they would have done and acted with integrity, but they didn't. They don't care. They care about themselves. They care about their elections. They care about their next gig. They care about their money, their power, their fame. And this is how democracy can burn.
Man, I don't even have to say anything. I don't have to say a damn word right here. She's got it.
Maybe we should just start voting on things based on whether we think it's right or not. And stop pretending that this shit's complicated. Because it's not. You're either with the people or you're with that mob. It's pretty clear cut.
Well, to paraphrase that, you're either going to be a Democrat or you're one of those people in that mob. I'm pretty sure that's what she's insinuating. That's what she means.
You know, we saw this violence before the election. What we saw in Kenosha with the killing of protesters, what we saw in just mass shooting after shooting after shooting. They're often done by radicalized white supremacists.
Well, anyway, man, you see what I'm talking about? How white supremacists were the ones that were doing all that killing, all that burning, all that looting. That was all white supremacists. That's what they're trying to put out there. Killing of protesters. How about protesters killing innocent people? I think that's the way it went, but do you think they're going to say it? They don't have the guts to say it. They don't have the integrity to say it. They don't have the self-respect to stand up and tell the damn truth. Because that's how they are. And people, this is what we're going to have to deal with. She needs to be gotten out of there. Sounds to me like she's inciting a riot. I think we ought to complain about it. I think we ought to go to YouTube and Facebook and report this as she's starting shit here. Because she is. Think about how many people out there are going to watch this and be pissed about it. Because I know I am. I'm not happy with it at all. She just got on my shit list real good. And I hope she gets on a whole bunch more. Because that's what she deserves. Well, good thing she's in office for only 2 years. And this shit right here, what you're seeing right now, hopefully won't be there the next time she comes around to get in office. I hope not. But this is what we're looking forward to right here. What's this dumb shit? Yep, that's right. Yep. I couldn't believe I found this video, but, well, folks, I thought I'd try to end this video the best way I possibly could. And this could not speak any better for her than anything else I could find. Because she gets what she deserves. And I'm telling you, this is it. This is